For 100 years, the members of Comm Fire Department have proudly served the villages of Centennial, Osterville, and Marston's Mills. This documentary was created to preserve the stories, traditions, and memories of the men and women who have dedicated themselves to protecting our community. It is our hope that future generations will look back on this milestone and gain a deeper appreciation for the pride, sacrifice, sense of family, and camaraderie that define our department. The bonds formed through service extend far beyond the firehouse and have become an enduring part of who we are as an organization. Thank you to everyone who shared their experiences and helped make this project possible. We are honored to celebrate 100 years of service and to preserve these memories for those who will follow in our footsteps.
The Comm Fire District is committed to protecting lives and property through exceptional fire, rescue, and emergency medical services. With professionalism, integrity, and compassion, we proudly serve all that live, work, and visit our community. My name is Patrick Hill. I currently serve as the fire chief for Comm Fire, and I've been here for roughly 20 years. I always joke that you can't spell community without C-O-M-M, and it's very true. We have a very tight relationship with the members of our community of all three villages. All three of our villages are very different. We have Osterville, which is kind of our affluent seaside community. We have Marston's Mills, which is more of our rural countryside. And we have Centerville, which Centerville has my heart. It's where I grew up and it's where I raised my family. All three are unique in different ways, but we have that same relationship with all the members of the district. When you think about 100 years, there was chiefs that were here long before I was even alive, with Farrington at 40 years and Chief Ames, our first chief, with 26 years in service. I was fortunate to work under Chief Farrington, Chief Wynn, and Chief Eldridge, all of which I took a little piece of. Farrington was who hired me, so I'm forever in debt to Chief Farrington. And just the way he kind of operated things around here, very unique, very paramilitary style to him, and I've taken away a lot of that.
Chief John Farrington, retired 13 years ago. The department has come a long way since 1926. They decided to form a fire district back then when a couple of buildings burned and they had no equipment to go. They did have a chemical truck back in just before in the early 20s, and it was where next door to the fire station, but when the house burned next door, they couldn't get the truck going, so they decided they better do something. So they took the option of petitioning the legislature for a fire district.
My name is Chris Adams. I'm a captain, and I've been here just shy of 32 years. Well, in a sense, really, I've been hanging around this fire department since I was probably 10 years old. So I've seen it really transform from a small town, sort of country, volunteer, mostly fire department, to what we are today, a modern fire service provider.
So my name is Britton Crosby. I go by Britt. I grew up in Osterville, down by the boatyard. My cousin, Uncle Gus, was the first firefighter hired by the district in 1966. I lived across the street from him. That's where my love of the fire department came from. So when I started hanging around the fire department, it was a couple full-time people, like 2 in the Osterville station, 2 in the Centerville station. Everybody else was call firefighters, so they were electricians, plumbers, carpenters, whatever, guys that would come from the job or come from home in their car to man the trucks in Osterville. There was about 30 guys altogether on the department. In Osterville, and about 30 in Centennial. In the course of my career, we went from having basically a call department with a few full-time people to being a professional full-time department with 12 people on a shift and doing 5,000 runs a year. And it's changed a lot. It's a completely different department than what I grew up with.
My name is Jason Davern. I'm a lieutenant EMS officer paramedic. So I started my career here at COM in 1990 as an on-call firefighter. I did that for 9 years until I was hired full-time in 1999. So I've been here for 27 years as of right now. It's changed significantly. Like I said, when I started as a call department, it was a 2-station department, Centennial and Osterville, with a crew of 3 in each of the 2 stations. Since that time, we've manned Station 3. We continue to add more personnel, and now we're looking to add additional 16 personnel. So significant changes over the years. So, typical cliche, as a child, I always knew I wanted to be a firefighter. And growing up in this community, I actually worked at a gas station in Osterville. And at the time, Chief Farrington was the fire chief. And every time he would come in to fuel up his fire department cruiser, I would pick his brain and ask him, hey, do you have any volunteer positions? What's it like? How do you operate? And it really put the bug in my ear, and eventually got hired as a call firefighter.
Back in the 60s and 70s, we'd do 23 working fires or major fires a year where we drop a line to a fire hydrant. And now I think it's changed with smoke detectors and not hardly anybody smoking today. It's down to 3, 4, 5 major fires a year. So that's the big difference. The first year that I was chief, we did 508 calls. Now it's well over 5,500 calls, almost 17 a day. So we went from one call or a call and a half a day to 17 calls a day. There's a big difference.
The fact that the department's been here for 100 years, it's significant. It's, my 20 years here, the organization, the community, the jobs, or incidents that we go on has changed. I can't even imagine what it was like 100 years ago. You can read about it in books and catch up with things from our history. It's an amazing accomplishment to be around for 100 years, still providing the excellent service that we did, hopefully from day one. So,
we've had a lot of serious calls and incidents, within this department that has really shaped who we are as a department and really helped us grow together as a team.
We've had house fires here, but nothing that compared to the Crosby boat fire.
The Crosby fire, the boatyard fire, 2003.
Probably the biggest fire for anyone in this department that was on when I was Crosby Boatyard.
The Crosby Boatyard fire.
Fire department emergency, state the location.
Osterville, Osterville, Crosby Yacht Yard.
What's the problem there?
There's a shed right next door to Travis Marine that's fully engulfed.
Okay, can I get your name, please?
Edward Crosby.
Okay, they'll be right there. Thank you.
My wife, Robin, was dispatcher that night. She was working here in the Centennial station. I went home, went into my office. I wasn't home for a half an hour when she announced that there was a reported structure fire at Crosby Yacht.
Yeah, you got the whole Crosby Yacht.
We know, we're en route. We're en route.
Came running downstairs, ran outside, looked at the main boat shop, which is what was dispatched, and there was nothing. I looked about 30 degrees to the left, and I could see across the bay that it was the big sheds. 4 big sheds, more than 100 boats stored in them, covered, I forget how many square feet, 40,000 square feet. It was big. And fire hit was already through the roof, the entire length of the big shed, which was 100 feet long by 80 feet wide. So my first move was to go, it was before cell phones. I went back into the house, I called Robin on the phone and told her to strike a 3rd alarm because it was that big. We've been kind of watching over the years for things like that to happen, and it did. notified Chief Farrington on the radio to strike a third alarm, which they did.
Robin Crosby, one of our dispatchers, who was a call firefighter too, received a telephone call from her husband stating that it was the big sheds on fire, and requested that we go right to a third alarm, which I ordered right then and there en route before I even got there. And ultimately it went to fourth alarm, then fifth alarm, and we were very lucky that night that we had 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, so that stopped the spread of shingles. Went 2 and 3 miles downwind all the way over towards Cotuit. So with the snow on the ground made a big difference, otherwise we've been in big trouble.
As I came over the hill, crossing Parker Road, you could see the glow in the sky, and just knew that it was something pretty massive.
I'm like, what do you mean a fourth alarm shed fire? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I think probably the thing that has the most lasting impression on me would be the Sean Gannon incident in Marston's Mills in 2018. But something that came out of it that was good is we were able to assist in getting the NERO's law passed in Massachusetts, which allows Massachusetts licensed ambulances to transport a police canine if it's injured in the line of duty, which is something that Massachusetts absolutely had forbidden before that. Putting any kind of an animal in an ambulance was strictly forbidden.
It got really strong. I mean, I'm good friends with the guys that were there now. Joe Carnes was there, Nick Ambrosini, but those are Yarmouth guys. So the bond reached over to that town because he was a Yarmouth police officer. So. And we went to all their services and things they had for them. And it created a good bond for us, and and for the police.
Right now, we're seeing a lot of growth right within our own district, and that growth is going to continue. As the community grows, we have to grow alongside it.
You know, I live in Marston's Mills, so I like the idea of serving the community in which I live in. I want to be there to support the community as well. I have a strong belief in community services and things like that, and I think being a part of that is the biggest reason.
The community, for sure. I think what originally brought me here was the reputation, but what keeps me here is the people. I really love everybody I work with. I can't think of anybody that I would not like to work with here. And so really it's just the people.
Honestly, it's the guys, really, like hanging out with the other firefighters. Like we all get along, we're friends. So I think one of the coolest things is when we get to go out on calls, whether it's a run-of-the-mill call or it's something hectic, something terrible has happened, and you're kind of in the weeds. You're in the weeds together, and you kind of have that camaraderie behind it.
What surprised me the most when I got hired here was definitely the level of professionalism. Coming here from a place where it was rotating people every year, people who are new, people who are experienced, and then coming here, what surprised me the most is the way of operation of ComFire.
I think for me, being a firefighter, especially a comm firefighter, and being able to see the community is an amazing impact, an amazing opportunity. We're out and about and people want to talk to you. I remember being the little kid that got to see the fire truck and always wanted to go to the fire station. So when people come for tours, I'm the first one out the door to go and visit with the kids. Being part of the community risk reduction team, love going to do junior firefighter or even senior safe and go out and talk to people about what it is that we do and how we can help them, finding new ways to invent ourselves to be there for our community. Why can't we stop when there are kids outside selling lemonade or something like that and hand them a plastic fire hat, let them see the fire truck, and just be part of the community. And having our COM logo out there, they know where it came from, and maybe someday one of those kids will remember that and they'll be riding the fire truck next to me.
For me, it's a huge honor to be able to help the people that helped me in their time of need, because they were definitely there for me in my time of need. So, I mean, lucky enough to get to work in the fire service, but to be here in this district, I couldn't imagine a better life.
Everybody here, everybody I know, enjoys helping the people. And a majority of them don't do it for thanks. They do it because they enjoy it. They do it to be able to help.
Throughout my career, I think our reputation and our brand has always been professional, prepared, as a firefighter, and then as a company officer, as a lieutenant. That continued. You hear it from our neighbors that the COM Fire Department is squared away, they're professional, they know what they're doing, they're prepared. As a chief officer, that is one of the best compliments to hear, because we don't hear it, I don't interact with neighboring departments as much, and so to hear it from our own people inside the department, and then from our neighboring officers, firefighters, and chief officers, that's the ultimate compliment to me. So yes, it's very rewarding, it's proud. I'm very proud of that reputation, and I hope, and I know that Chief Hill and I will maintain that as long as we're in the administrative role. So yes, it's an ultimate compliment for sure. I know our people, 20 years worth of knowing our people. And you can have the best equipment, you can have the best apparatus, but the job's not going to get done without the best people. And I really think that if you don't know our people, they're firefighters, but to me they're more than firefighters. They truly are a family, and I think we do have the best of the best, and I mean that with all my heart.
I applied to a number of departments, and I interviewed at a number of departments, and they all said no. So my big message is to the person that has applied, has gotten an interview, and they were told no, keep pushing. It will happen, and you're going to enjoy every second of it.
I can just go what I was told when I said, keep your mouth shut and learn.
I think just showing up every day, like I have mentioned, doing the job, knowing that this is what you're interested in, and relying on the community that we have to show you that you are meant to be here and that you do belong.
I think it's a team effort when it comes to finding the right personnel to fit in here. And they've done a fantastic job for a long time, so it's good to see.
The relationship that COM Fire has with our community is why we are who we are. You know, as a young boy that wanted to work here so bad, to be where I am now, it's truly a dream come true. And I say this and I mean it. I lead this department with heart and passion. And when you do that, the story writes itself.